an AppleVis original.
Hello and welcome. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as AnonyMouse. In this podcast, I'm going to review an iOS game called Dungeon Scoundrel. This is kind of a unique game. I saw this come across the other day, and I saw the description for the game, and I was like, well, this is kind of interesting. So it kind of refers itself as a tactical solitaire-style dungeon crawler card game. Isn't that interesting? So I was intrigued. So I was like, wow, should be interesting. So, and essentially it's a turn-based card game. It works entirely offline, so there is no internet connection required, nor do you need to have Wi-Fi or anything like that. You just play whenever you want, wherever you want. So this is kind of a short game. In other words, it only takes me about 15 minutes to play a full deck of cards. And I am not for RPG kind of games. There's certain ones I like, and there's a lot of them I don't like. But this is just very interesting, very different. So I wanted to introduce this to everybody, show you how the game is played, what it's all about, and if it's something that you want to pick up and play. I got hooked on this. I was very surprised at how addictive it is, and thus far I just fell in love with it very quickly. Alright, so Dungeon Scoundrel, when you install it on your iOS device, in my case it's an iPhone, it is listed as Scoundrel. So let me find Scoundrel on my iPhone here.
Scoundrel.
And we're going to do one finger double tap and open the app up.
Get to rocket. Fill, image, a black and white illustration of a bird. Game mode. A scoundrel stands alone, silhouetted against a glowing. Dungeon Scoundrel, image, yellow and white text on a black background that might be a demonstration. Dungeon Scoundrel.
Alright, so the first thing that's going to come up when anytime you open up Scoundrel, you're going to see this game mode screen that pops up. This is kind of a new thing that's it started a couple years ago, but I'm seeing more and more apps taking advantage of the game mode. It's not really necessary for Dungeon Scoundrel, but it's just kind of one of those things that it's just tradition and just seems to be more in the norm. But anyway, that allows you to go into a special kind of a game mode. It's really for intense games, so it kind of keeps you in the game itself without being interrupted. And it gives you a little more processing power. So it kind of decreases the background apps and things like that. So no, you'll have to look up what game mode does for you and what it doesn't do. But once you get the Scoundrel up and running, it's going to take you to the main menu. So I'm going to go to, it should be already at the top half of the screen. So do a 4-finger tap towards the top half. It'll get you to the top. And as you swipe to the right,
Start New Game button.
You have the option to start new game. Now there are more options on this list, and we'll get back to that at the end of the tutorial that I have for the game itself. There's other things on here such as quest, statistics, and settings. Right now I'm not going to deal with that until we get out of the tutorial, and that way we just jump right into the game itself. Now once you double tap this, you're going to hear some music that pops up and whatnot, and I'm going to show you how that screen works or looks like.
Start New Game. Scoundrel, Dungeon Scoundrel, image, yellow and white text on a black background that might be a demonstration. Dungeon Scoundrel.
Alright, so here we are. We're on the screen here. And the first item is you swipe to the right.
Choose your class.
It gives you the option to choose your class. Now, if you're new to Scoundrel, there are 7 classes that you can choose from. I'll show you each of the 7 classes. Now, there's a couple things I want to take note. The first class is
selected, Scoundrel, spell, dirty tricks, selected, an illustration of a person wearing a black and white outfit.
Is the Scoundrel. That is your first class, and that is the one that you'll have to play to be able to unlock the other classes. Yes, there are other classes, but they are locked unless you have unlocked it by defeating it. You have to beat the whole card deck in order to unlock each of the other classes available. Now, it says Scoundrel, blah, 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 and it says Dirty Tricks. Now, each of the class has some special way or special card that may be dealt in the card for you that might do something special for that class. And I'll explain a little more once we get into the game itself. But each class has their own specialty card that does something special for that class when you play the game. Now, this class area is like in a carousel. Yeah, if you ever seen a carousel, it'll just show you like the first one would be Scoundrel. And so if you were to touch Explore a little bit to the left, you'll see a Scoundrel. And if you just move your finger to the right, you see the next class. But you don't see anything else besides those two. That's because it's in a carousel, so it spins around. There is a VoiceOver bug currently, and hopefully this will be fixed by the time that you get the game. But it is there is an easy way to get around it, and I'll show you how to do that. So if you swipe to the right, you have the Scoundrel class.
Rogue. Spell. Invisibility.
We have the Rogue class. Now the bug is if you swipe to the right again.
Barbarian. Rogue. Spell. Invisibility.
So theoretically you have Rogue, that's on the left side, and now on the right side is Barbarian. That's the next class. But you see how it just went right back to Rogue. So to get around this, just double tap each of these items. So I'm at Rogue.
Selected. Rogue. Spell. Invisibility. Selected. An illustration of a person wearing a hood.
Once it's tapped, and then you go to the next class. Go right.
Barbarian. Spell. Rage.
So there's Barbarian, so double tap this.
Selected. Barbarian. Spell. Rage. Selected. An illustration of a person with wings in a yellow frame.
And go right.
Paladin. Spell. Protection.
So you have these different classes like the Rogue, Barbarian, Paladin.
Selected. Paladin. Spell. Protection. Selected. An illustration of a person wearing armor and holding a shield.
Let's go to the right.
Cleric. Spell. Blessing.
Double tap.
Selected. Cleric. Spell. Blessing. Selected. An illustration of a person wearing a white robe and a gold necklace in a yellow frame.
So if you're familiar with other dungeon crawlers, RPGs, these are the typical classes you'll see. You go from kind of a more of a all fighter type thing to kind of a fighter slash clerics and wizard that has spells and things like that. So, or to an all out like wizard.
Sorcerer. Spell. Fireball. Selected. Sorcerer. Spell. Fireball. Selected. An illustration of a person with brown hair and blue eyes. XX. Wizard. Spell. Transmute.
And then your last class is wizard, so that does entirely just all spells. So that's not more of a fighter, but those are the different classes. Alright, so now that you know all the classes, that whatever you have double tapped on that, if you go to the right from here.
Spell card. Fireball. Deal 5 damage to each monster in the room. A white square with a yellow border, and an illustration of the sun.
It tells you what the specialty cards does, so that has a fire blast. So that means everything on the table, this card is going to do 5 hit point damage to each monster on the card table. So like the Scoundrel, it has Dirty Tricks. That does, it'll just reduce each of the monsters by 5 points for that round. But I'll get more to that in a bit here. Now if you go to the right some more here.
Selected. Difficulty. Forgiving. Great for learning. Button. Actions available.
Right now I have this on easy. There are 3 levels: easy, medium, and hard. So easy is the best way to start as a beginner and to get used to. And there are reasons why you do want to go to medium and hard, and that'll be mentioned later when we get into the main menu under quest. But right now I like to keep it at easy because it's pretty difficult even with just an easy. And then lastly we go to the right.
Enter dungeon. Button.
When you're ready, we enter the dungeon. Now, because you are new and you've never seen this before, I'm going to start with a Scoundrel.
Selected. Sorcerer. Spell. Cleric. Selected. Paladin. Spell. Selected. Barbarian. Selected. Rogue. Spell. Selected. Scoundrel. Spell. Selected. Scoundrel. Spell, dirty tricks, selected, an illustration of a person wearing a black and white outfit.
So what I did there is I just went left, and remember I double tapped on each of those. I have to double tap each just to go back, otherwise you won't be able to get to what you need easily. So I want to go back to Scoundrel, as that is where we started, and that's where you're going to start. And once I select a class that I want, let's go to the bottom half of the device, four-finger tap.
Enter dungeon button.
Let's enter the dungeon, shall we?
Enter dungeon. Pocket. Empty.
All right. So you heard the cards were dealt out, and now that we're in the pocket area, I'm going to start the top half here.
Dungeon Scoundrel, image, yellow and white text on a black background. Dungeon Scoundrel.
I'm going to explain the layout first and just kind of give you some commentary as we go through each of these areas, and then we'll begin the game itself. So you get and understand where the layouts are. Over time, you do want to use Touch Explorer to get to things easier and quicker than if you go to left and right. So, I mean, there's no reason why you can't use the left and right, but if you want to save yourself some time, you can kind of figure out where everything is. Towards the center is where the cards are dealt out, and the bottom half, that's where your body person is, which we're going to see. We're going to see a left hand, right hand, yourself, and a pocket. So let's start from the top left and go to the right.
Settings button.
We have the settings at the top right. That is a great area, and we'll be going through that when we get to the main menu. But if for some reason, if the music is irritating, you don't like the music, or it needs to be turned down, or you love it, you want to turn it up, or I just want to listen to a different track, there are different tracks music that you can choose from. So double tap there and go a little bit down there, which we'll be looking at, where you can find the audio section, which will describe if you want the audio on, special effects on, and music, what volume music and what track you want to listen to. That will just keep looping as we play the game.
Dungeon deck. 51 cards remaining.
Okay, so this is what it's all about. So you got a deck of cards, and the deck of cards are 55 cards in total. Each round or each room, they refer it to, you are dealt with 4 cards laid down on the table, which will be seen in a moment. The object of the game is to go through the entire deck. You want to blow away all the cards that we will be seeing all the way down to 0 and defeat all the monsters. And once you do that, then you'll be able to unlock your class, and you go on to the next class if you want to play that person or not. And that is pretty simple how that works. Now, as I go to the right here,
Goblin. Monster for attack. An illustration of a character with green hair. 4.
these are our cards. We have 4 cards laid down on the table. A room, I don't know why they call it a room. You have to clear a room before you get dealt a new set of 4 cards or 3 cards or whatever that is. And each time you clear a room, it clears a room and you get more cards. So from the deck of 51 that's left, that's where it'll pull from. So there are 4 different type of cards. A, there's monsters. You just heard there, Goblin, that does 4 hit points damage. And that is a monster that we'll have to defeat. There are weapon cards that you'll use to use against the monsters. And those weapons will be specialized in how many hit points those weapons can inflict on the monsters. And then we have the shield. Shield is more of a defensive kind of a mechanism. It's kind of similar to a weapon, but I'll explain how the weapons and shield works the way it's supposed to, and some advice how to use those. And then last cards that you might get, or the type of cards, is potion. These are potion, these are health things. So you are equipped with 25 hit points in the beginning. So as you inflict and get damage from a particular monster, your points goes down. So the potion helps you increase those health back up to where you need to be. So with that out of the way, so you got your 4 types of cards that you could be dealt with. Now, it's totally luck and random draw what those 4 cards are you are going to see. And what I tell people is that, yeah, it's partial luck how you are dealt with the cards. 2, there are some strategy involved, and I'll kind of give you my strategy, how I am able to defeat a lot of these monsters. Now, everybody's strategy will be a little different. Now, the nice part about the game is that when you first open it up, you will go through a tutorial that goes through the very basic of what this game is and how to play this game. At any time, you do have the help, and I will get to that in a moment, but it's very basic, but I'll give you a little more pointers than what the helps doesn't tell you about. So let's see what the second card is.
Ambrosia, Potion 10 Heal, an illustration of a bottle with a red and white label, 10.
Alright, so we saw a goblin, and we see ambrosia. That's a potion that will heal you 10 points. That's a huge amount. So we definitely want to preserve that when we get to the point where we're going to start using these cards. I'm going to find out what the other 2 cards are now.
Bat, Monster 3 Attack, an illustration of a character wearing armor and holding a sword that might be a demonstration, 3.
Alright, so there's another, I believe that's another monster for 3 points. That's smaller class.
Heater, Shield 7 Defense, an illustration of a coat of arms on a blue and white background, 7.
So that is a weapon. So those are your cards, and then center. Now, as I promised you, I'll show you the rest of the layout. Go right.
Left hand empty.
You have your left hand. Go to the right. Go to you, the body.
Scoundrel, Health 25 of 25, an illustration of a person wearing a brown jacket.
Okay, so it tells me I'm at full health at 25 out of 25.
Right hand empty.
And we got the right hand that is empty. Go to the right.
Help button.
There's the help button. If you double tap that, that's the tutorial as I mentioned before. That is the same thing that you saw when you first got into the game for the very first time. Go to the right.
Pocket, empty.
We have pockets. So we have left hand, right hand, and the pocket. Pocket is something you can store away and safely. So like the ambrosia potion, I'm definitely going to put that in my pocket because I'm not going to be using that anytime soon. So it's a great place to store it away. And one more item on the screen.
Flee, -3, button.
This is very, very important. There are times when you are dealt with, oh my gosh, a card set of 4 that are just all monsters. And you may be in a pickle, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to defeat all these guys without any weapons or whatever not? You can flee. Flee, what that means, 2 things are going to happen. 1, when you flee, you're going to take a -3 damage. So that means from 25, you're going to go down to 22 as an example. But part of that deal is that because you fled and you took -3 damage, it will redeal the deck. So whatever's left of the cards, it'll redeal the whole thing and then give you 4 new cards. So no, you're not dealing the whole deck over again. You're just dealing the hand over again. That room or the 4 cards that are on the table, it just redeals it. Now, once you flee for the first time, it goes up in increment in type of what damage you get when you want to use it. So it's -3 now. The next one is -5, and the next one is -7. I've never really gotten past -7. But that's just to show you that you probably don't want to use it very often, but don't feel bad if you have to, because sometimes you just have to. I do use it more times than not, because I get myself in a position where I have to do something. All right, with everything said, let's go ahead and go to the first card on the deck again.
Ambrosia, Potion 10 Heal, an illustration of a bottle with a red and white label, 10.
Alright, that's not the first one, but it's the second one, but I kind of touch it in that card area. I want to put that in my pocket. So in order to use something or put something into your pocket, you have to double tap on the card that you want to move. So Ambrosia Potion is the first one I would do. Double tap it with 1 finger.
Ambrosia, Potion 10 Heal, an illustration of a bottle with a red and white label, 10.
And then I'm going to find the pocket.
Pocket, empty. Equip Ambrosia, 10 Healing.
And that is going to equip your pocket with the ambrosia. So you say, yes, I do want to confirm that. Double tap that.
Pocket equipped with potion ambrosia. 10 heal.
And now the item or the card is put into the pocket. Now each time you fill an item, whether it's left, right, or pocket, there's always going to be this
Trash ambrosia. 10 healing. Button.
a trash button. If for some reason you want to get rid of that card entirely, you have the option to trash. And yes, I can move that into my left or right hand if I need to, so you can move that around. You just can't move it back onto the table. So once you remove from the table, you're stuck with it. Let's look at the table again.
Bat. Monster 3 attack. An illustration of a character wearing armor and holding a sword that might be a demonstration. 3.
Okay, there's that bat.
Heater. Shield 7 defense. An illustration of a coat of arms on a blue and white background. 7.
Alright, so I need to clarify that is a shield, not a weapon. It is different. I'm going to go ahead and double tap that and put it in my left hand. So double tap that.
Heater. Shield 7 defense. An illustration of a coat of arms on a blue and white background. 7.
And that selects it. Let's go to the left hand.
Left hand empty. Equip heater. 7 defense.
So we're going to equip it. So that means it's going to move to my left hand. One finger double tap.
Left hand equipped with shield heater. 7 defense.
Excellent. Now once again, now from the left hand, if you swipe left, that's your trash. Right hand, if you swipe to the right, that's your trash. And pocket, you swipe to the right from the pocket, and that's your trash button. So if I go left, there should be a trash button there.
Trash heater. 7 defense. Button.
Which I don't want to do, so I'm going to go back to, there's the goblin and the bat.
Bat. Monster 3 attack. An illustration of a character wearing armor and holding a sword that might be a demonstration. 3.
Alright, so here's my strategy. You think you start to attack everything with your weapons and your shield, just go at it. My strategy is not that way. You need to have a balanced strategy when you come to play these things. A rule of thumb of mine, if the monster has anything from 5 hit points or damage and less, I'll usually take them on. Most of the time I'll take them on with my bare hands. Now, because I have no weapon, I do have a shield. I could use my shield, but I'm not going to. I'm going to reserve that because there's not enough weapons and shield to fight every single monster. So you have to, at some point, pick your battles and what you want to do with bare hands. Now, what happens with the bare hand is that you will kill them no matter how many damage they have. So it may be 10. Sounds like a lot, right? You can still kill them. What happens is that you'll take 10 damage. So with a bat, I'm going to take 3 damage when I fight with that particular bat. So I'm going to do one finger double tap on the bat.
Bat. Monster 3 attack. An illustration of a character wearing armor and holding a sword that might be a demonstration. 3.
And because I don't have enough shield and weapons to do everything, I have to attack with my bare hand, and no problem, because you're going to balance it out with potions. So that's going to try to help you out. That's the strategy part, but sometimes you deal with cards that doesn't go your ways. In other words, I'm dealt with a lot of monsters and a whole lot of nothing at first, and all the potions and stuff comes toward the end of the deck, and that's too late, and I'm dead by then. So that is where the fun of the game is, that you just got to keep playing. Hopefully you get the right luck and the right strategy, and you got it. Now I've selected the bat. That means I am ready to attack that bat with my hand. So to do this, tap on your middle part of your body. For this type, it's the Scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Health 25 of 25. Bare hand attack bat monster. 3 power. An illustration of a person wearing a brown jacket.
It does a pretty decent job describing what you're about to do. So you are about to use your bare hand on the bat and for 3 damage. So double tap that.
Spat defeat. Room 2. Dealing cards.
Alright, 2 things happen there.
Shield.
1.
Shield 5 defense. An illustration of a sun and a sun on a white background. 5.
And those 2 things occurred is 1, you heard that you battled the bat. You heard it went boom, boom. That means you defeated that card, so the card is removed. So that is 1 card that is out of the deck of 55. That's the whole point. You want to use all your cards and go through the whole deck in order to go to unlock the next class and etc. The second thing happened is that when there are one card left on the table, because there were two left, there was Goblin and the Bat, and I defeated the Bat card, and the Bat card disappeared. That left the Goblin with one card on the table. It will now deal the rest of the cards from the deck from 51, and you'll have 3 new cards now on the table along with the Goblin. So let's see what we have here.
Goblin? Monster for attack. An illustration of a character with green hair. 4.
There's the Goblin that we had in the previous room. I guess what you want to say is because I cleared it. Even though I had one card, it dealt it, so they're in room 2.
Chris. Weapon 6 damage. An illustration of a sword and a shield with a number on it.
Alright, so there's a weapon.
Shield. Shield 5 defense. An illustration of a sun and a sun on a white background. 5.
Another shield.
Beetle. Monster to attack. An illustration of a green creature with horns and brown eyes. 2.
And we have another monster. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back left twice to the first set weapon that I've heard on the deck here.
Shield. Chris. Weapon 6 damage. An illustration of a sword and a shield with a number on it.
Double tap that, put it in my right hand.
Chris. Weapon 6 damage. An illustration of a sword and a shield with a number on it.
Selected the weapon.
Right hand empty. Equip Chris. 6 damage.
Double tap that hand, put the weapon into my hand.
Right hand equipped with weapon Chris. 6 damage.
Alright, so now I have something in my left hand. This is shield. This weapon is on my right hand. And I have the potion in my pocket. So I am full. So that is a full. You cannot use any more cards other than those 3 items. That's the only bummer part. Now, the one exception, if you do have a potion on the table, you can use the potion immediately, meaning that you have to double tap the potion and then double tap the person that you want to heal. Otherwise, the weapons or shield have to be in one of the hands, left or right, in order to be able to use it. So I'm left with 3 cards on the table. We have the Goblin.
Goblin? Monster for attack. An illustration of a character.
And then we have the shield.
Shield. Shield 5 defense. And Beetle. Monster to attack.
And we have the Beetle. Now, obviously, I'm still in that 5 range. I haven't really taken a whole lot of hits, so it's only 3 damage I've done. I'm going to go ahead and just defeat the Beetle with my hand. Double tap on the Beetle.
Beetle. Monster to attack. An illustration of a green creature with horns and brown eyes. 2.
And I'm going to find my Scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Health 22 of 25. Bare hand attack Beetle monster. 2 power. An illustration of a person wearing a brown jacket.
And double tap that.
Speedle defeated. Took 2 damage. Health 20.
Okay, so now I'm now down to 20. I'm not too worried about it yet. Let's go back to the Goblin here.
Goblin. Monster for attack. An illustration.
And I'm going to do one finger double tap on Goblin.
Goblin. Monster for attack.
And I'm find my Scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Health
and I'm
20.
going to go ahead and defeat it.
Goblin defeated. Took room 3. Dealing cards.
And the reason I did that, because I'm still using the rule of thumb, it's still under 5 damage. And you got to watch your hit points. Obviously, you don't want to do that a lot. But I'm pretty safe with that. So I should be about, 16? Let's double check.
Scoundrel. Health 16 of 25.
Okay, so I'm pretty good there. At any time, I can use that potion in the pocket. That's 10 healing. I can go right back up to 25 if I want. Now, the reason I did that was because I don't want to get rid of the shield that's on the deck, right? I don't want to have to trash something in order to get that. So I went and kept it. And because it's down to 1 card, it went ahead and dealt 3 new cards on the new room, which is room 3. And anytime you want to see how many cards are left in the deck, just go to the top half of the screen.
Dungeon Scoundrel. Image. Yellow and white text on a black background. Dungeon Scoundrel.
And if you recall, if you go to the right, there's settings.
Settings. Button.
And go to the right.
Dungeon deck. 45 cards remaining.
That allows you to know where you are currently, how much cards you've gone through the deck so far. Alright, so I've been dealt that many cards already, so let's go, not that many times, not 45, but you know what I meant, from 55 to 45 now. We have gone through almost 10 cards with the exception of the 4 cards that are on the deck here, so on the table.
Hobgoblin, monster 5 attack,
Yep, there's that same, there's the goblin, another goblin, alright.
Troll, monster 8 attack, an illustration of
another monster, it's a troll.
Shield, shield 5 defense, an
There's
illustration
that
of a
same shield.
elixir, potion 5 heal, an illustration of a bottle.
Okay, so there's a potion there. So let's go ahead and use that potion. As I mentioned before, double tap on the card that you want to use.
Elixir, potion 5 heal, an illustration of a bottle with a red cross on it, plus.
And use it on my scoundrel.
Scoundrel, health 16 of 25, healed 5, health 21.
Alright, so we're up to 21 from 16. And so I feel better about that. Now let's take a look at those monsters again.
Troll, monster 8 attack, hobgoblin, monster 5 attack, an
I'm okay in defeating the goblin with my hand again. Let's do that again.
hobgoblin, monster 5 attack,
Double tap on the monster you want to fight with.
scoundrel, health 21 of 25.
And I'm going to go ahead and take that hit again.
Hobgoblin defeated, took 5 damage, health 16.
Now, we should be left with the shield and the last monster, which I believe was the troll.
Troll, monster 8 attack, and
Excellent. So we got a troll left. Now let's take a look at this shield on my left here.
left hand equipped with shield heater, 7 defense.
Okay, this is how this works. A shield is not a weapon, it's a defense kind of a thing. Typically with a weapon, you would select the weapons you want to use and then tap on the monster, and that will reduce the monster's hit points based on what weapon damage level it does. So this is a monster with 8 hit points. The shield has 7. So this is kind of reversed. So you are going to tell which monster you want to go head to head but defensively. So saying that, because the shield is 7 and the monster is 8, that means the shield will deflect 8 of its damage point they can inflict on you. But because the shield is deflecting 7 of that, that means it's going to inflict 7 damage onto the monster itself. So out of 8 and the shield is 7, it's going to leave 1 damage hit, and that is what you're going to take as a person. You're going to inflict that much point back to you. So in other words, if it was 10 damage on the monster and the shield is 7, you're going to take 3 damage, because 10 minus 7 is 3. That's how much damage you will inflict on yourself, because the monster is coming towards you. You're not using the weapon towards the monster. Weapon is the other way around, and we'll get to that in a moment. So let's go to the troll.
Troll, monster 8 attack, and
Double tap the troll.
Troll, monster 8 attack.
Now double tap on the shield that you want to use defensively against that troll.
Left hand equipped with shield heater, 7 defense. Tap to defend an attack from troll monster, 8 power.
Okay, so double tap that.
Left hand defended troll with shield, room 4, dealing cards.
Alright, the best part, I cleared another room, another set of 3 cards popped up, along with the shield that's still listed in my table, and I took 1 more hit point. So let's check my body.
Scoundrel, health 15 of 25.
Now I'm down to 15. So that's how the shield works. Now let's take a look at the table again.
Spider, monster 3 attack, an illustration of a creature with red eyes. Salve, potion 3 heal, an illustration of a bottle with a red cross on it, 3.
A small potion.
Shield, shield 5 defense, an illustration of a sun, and a sun on a white background,
There's
5.
a shield again.
Basilisk, monster 10 attack, an illustration.
Now that's a big monster. That's a 10. And we're going to be using our weapons against that. So first of all, I'm going to go to the potion, use that, put that on my body first.
Shield, shield 5 defense, salve, potion 3 heal, an illustration.
Double tap on that card.
Salve, potion 3 heal.
and use it on my person.
An illustration of a person. Scoundrel. Health shield 3. Health 18.
Let's go ahead and put that shield into my left hand, because once you use the shield can only be used because the shield number was less than the monster itself. It's going to be gone. So you use that shield, the shield is now gone. If I had a 10 shield against the previous monster with 8 hit points, what will happen, it'll take all 8 hit points and defeat the monster, and it left you with 2 points left remaining on your shield, and you took no damage. So that's how that works. So shield can be used like a weapon in a way, but just remember, if the shield number is less than the monster's hit point, you're going to take damage. So I'm going to find the shield here.
Basilisk. Monster 10 attack. Shield. Shield 5 defense.
Double tap on that card.
Shield. Shield 5 defense.
And find my left hand.
Left hand empty. Equip shield. 5 left hand equipped with shield.
Alright, now let's take a look at my right hand.
Right hand equipped with weapon Chris. 6 damage.
Let's go ahead and use the weapon for the first time. So I'm going to use that weapon on the bigger of the 2 card of the monster with the 10 damage. That's high, but it's not the highest you'll see in the deck. You can see them go up way high. To use the weapon, double tap on the weapon.
Right hand equipped with weapon Chris. 6 damage.
Now you heard that it will inflict 6 damage onto the monster itself.
Basilisk. Monster 10 attack. Double tap to attack with Chris. An illustration of a green dragon with a red tongue. 10.
Alright, so I'm going to use the weapon on that monster. Because the weapon only does 6 and this monster is 10, it's just only going to inflict 6, so it should leave 4 left damage hit points on the monster. So double tap.
Basilisk attacked Basilisk with Chris, and Basilisk took 6 damage. Basilisk. Monster 4 attack. An illustration of a green dragon with a red tongue. 10.
Alright.
Actions available.
So it now has 4 damage. Now there's 2 things you can do from here. You can use the shield. The shield is 5. That was in my left hand. And so if I double tap on the monster and then double tap the shield, as I mentioned before, because it has 5 shield, it's going to defeat the card because the monster only has 4, and it's going to leave 1 damage on the shield that you can use for a different monster. But again, I'm in that safe zone. I feel good. I still have my potion in my pocket, and the monster is less than 5. I'm gonna go ahead and double tap on the monster.
Basilisk. Monster 4 attack.
And I'm gonna use my bare hand again.
Scoundrel. Health 18 of 25. Basilisk defeated. Room 5. Dealing cards.
And now we're in room 5. You dealt with a new-handed deck again, and we'll see how many cards we're down to now.
Dungeon Scoundrel. Image, yellow, and white text on a black background. Dungeon Scoundrel. Settings, button. Dungeon deck. 39 cards remaining.
39 left.
Spider. Monster 3 attack. An illustration of a creature with red eyes. Gorgon. Monster 10 attack. An illustration of a person with green hair wearing a brown and green costume. Dragon. Monster 13 attack. An illustration of a red dragon in front of a blue background. 13. Dirty Tricks. An illustration of a person wearing a hood and holding an object.
Alright. Thankfully, I got a dirty trick. That is, for my class, the Scoundrel only sees that special card. Each class has their own special card. And if you recalled from the menu when we select the class, what that does, it reduces all the monster on that room, on that deck. So the 3 monster now. So I'm in a position where I'm kind of in a pickle again, but thankfully I got the secret card because I don't have any weapons. I have 1 shield, and that's it, right? And that's a lot of points. If you add that up, I'm going to be dead. So I'm going to go ahead and use my secret card. Otherwise, I typically put that in my pocket until I really need it. And this is the perfect time to do it. And to use the secret card, you just double tap on the secret card.
Dirty Tricks. An illustration of a person wearing a hood and holding an object.
And I'm going to go to my Scoundrel.
Scoundrel, health 14 of 25, an illustration of a person wearing a brown jacket.
And double tap.
Scoundrel, health 14 of 25, an
All
illustration of a person wearing a brown jacket.
I heard a little tone there, and what that does, because this particular class, what that does, it reduces everybody on the card that is a monster by 5 points. So you remember the dragon was 13 points, so let's find that dragon.
Dragon, monster 8 attack, an illustration of a red dragon in front of a gray background, 8.
Much more manageable that I can deal with. The others are probably a lot less. Let's see what the other ones are.
Gorgon, monster 5 attack, an Spider, monster 0 attack, an illustration of a black.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. 0. I mean, when you can just fight it with your bare hand and take no damage. But what I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and use my shield this time against my dragon and take the 3 points hit because I want to clear the room. So the strategy here is to get the higher ones out of the way, because that's really a lot more important than these lower numbers. And the other thing about these secret cards, such as the Dirty Tricks, is only good for that room. So in other words, once you get dealt a new card for the new room, that spell is removed. So that's the only bummer part. It's only good one time. So I'm going to take advantage of it, and that is using the dragon. Now, if you remember, the shield is defensive only, so I have to go to the dragon.
Gorgon, dragon, monster 8 attack.
And it's 8 points instead of 13. Double tap on the monster.
Dragon, monster 8 attack.
And if you remember the shield,
left hand, equipped with shield, 5 defense.
which is 5 points. So I'm going to take 3 damage, which is no big deal. I'll take it. Double tap on that.
Left hand, defended dragon with shield, and Scoundrel took 3 damage.
Alright, so we're down to 2 cards here. Let's take a look at my hit points here.
Scoundrel, health 11 of 25.
This is a good time to use that potion in my pocket. This is a good time to bring that up. It's getting pretty low there. So I'm going to go to the pocket.
Pocket, ambrosia, 10 healing.
Double tap on the potion.
Pocket, ambrosia, 10 healing.
And where do you want to put it on? You want to put it on yourself.
Scoundrel, health 11 of 25.
Double tap that, and that should be boosted up to 21 again.
Scoundrel, health 11 of 25. Scoundrel, health 21 of 25.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and just do the second monster.
Gorgon, monster 5 attack. And
I'm going to go ahead and take the 5 for that. Again, yes, I could beat up the other guy for 0, but remember, if I have this redealt, that particular monster will go back up with 5 points, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to take him out now with my bare hands, because I have nothing in my left hand, nor my right.
Gorgon, monster 5. Scoundrel, health. Gorgon defeated. Took room 6, dealing cards.
Alright, so now we are dealt with a new set of hand. I'm going to take a break here so you don't have to listen to the whole game, but I'm going to go ahead and just go through the game itself, and I'll come back to you towards the end. Okay, I'm back, and I'm towards the end, and I think I got this in the bag, so I did pretty well here. Let me give you the scenario so we see what it's like here. I'm going to go to the top.
Dungeon Scoundrel, image, yellow, and white text on a black background. Dungeon, Scoundrel.
Let's go to the right.
Settings, button. Dungeon deck. 0 cards remaining.
So there's 0 cards left, but there's 2 cards left on the table.
Zombie, monster 5 attack, an illustration of a character wearing a mask and standing in front of a gray background. 5.
Got that one.
Vampire, monster 10 attack, an illustration of a person wearing a pirate costume in front of a white and black background. 10.
So theoretically there's 15 hit points left if I were to take them on with my bare hands. Let me show you with my left hand.
Trash buckler, left hand, equipped with shield buckler. 2 defense.
I have 2 left on that shield.
Scoundrel, health 19 of 25.
I'm in 19 out of 25, so I'm pretty good. So if I took them with my bare hand, I'd be able to win the game, but I'm just going to use what I have, my resources first.
Right hand, equipped with weapon Tonto. 7 damage.
And I have the weapon of 7, so let's go ahead and use that weapon.
Right hand, equipped.
And let's go.
Vamp, an illustration of a person wearing vampire. Monster 10 attack.
And attack that monster with that weapon.
Vampire, attack vampire with Tonto.
And I should be left with 3.
Vampire, monster 3 attack.
Yep. And let's use the shield. Double tap that.
Vampire, monster 3 attack.
Let's go to the right to the shield.
Trash buck, left hand, equipped with shield buckler. 2 defense.
Excellent. So there's just barely enough, but I'll take 1 damage.
Left hand, defended vampire with shield, and scoundrel took 1 damage. Scoundrel, health 18 of 25.
Now I'm down 18. Now I'm on my last card.
Zombie, monster 5 attack.
And only going to cost me 5 hit points, so I'm going to be just fine. Double tap that.
Zombie.
And double tap my scoundrel.
Scoundrel.
And check this out. This is what happens when you win.
Zombie. Scoundrel. Image. An illustration of a person in a yellow frame.
So as you swipe to the right.
Victory. Dungeon cleared.
You'll see you either have victory or you failed. They say you failed. And they'll always give you the statistics here, stuff here.
Score breakdown. Rooms cleared.
How many rooms I cleared?
19 times 10. 190. Monsters slain. 26 times 5.
The reason you're getting bonuses is because you cleared the room. You were successful. Otherwise, it'll be just, it won't have that bonus points.
130. Health remaining. Plus 13. 13. Subtotal. 333.
Pretty good. So that's your total score. Score is used for your leaderboard and stuff. So we'll be looking at that in a moment.
Easy difficulty.
And based on what difficulty was set on. Easy.
Times 1.0. Final score. 333. Best. 373. Play again. Button.
Now we have the option to play again.
Change class. Button.
Change class.
Main menu. Button.
And back to the main menu. Now. Just because I cleared the deck on using this Scoundrel class, I've already used it and I already cleared it. So it doesn't unlock any new class. It only unlocks the class if you move up. So the next level up is Rogue. Next up from Rogue is Paladin. So in order for me to unlock the Sorcerer, I have to use the Wizard class and unlock it from there. I'm going to go back to the main menu here. Otherwise, if you want to change the class and play a different class, you just go to class or you just start over with the Scoundrel. So that's up to you. So we're going to go to the main menu here.
Dungeon Scoundrel, image, yellow, and white text on a black background that might be a demonstration. Dungeon Scoundrel, yellow, and white text on a black background that might be a demonstration. Dungeon Scoundrel.
So we're back to the front main menu where we were when we first came into the game itself.
Start new game, button.
Where we had to start new game. Now what you didn't hear are the 3 more items on this menu.
Quests, button.
A quest. Now a quest is something that you can do personally. This is something that you can kind of, I'm playing it for a reason. I want to unlock these different types of quests. So there's different types of quests you can unlock. Let me show you a couple of these. Double tap on quest.
Quests, heading.
Go to the right.
Close quests, button.
Close button is top right.
21 of 30 quests completed. 70% complete.
So I have accomplished 21 of the 31 quests that is available in this game. So I'm doing pretty good. And the rest are the quests that you can try to achieve to unlock. And a lot of these things, 21 of those things I have unlocked. So let's just go through a few of these so you can get an idea what kind of quests that are available and what you are unlocking.
Combat quests. 7 of 9 completed. Heading. Monster Slayer. Defeat 10 monsters. Unlocked. Monster Hunter. Defeat 50 monsters. Unlocked. Monster Exterminator. Defeat 100 monsters. Unlocked.
Yep, I defeated over 100 monsters so far.
Dragon Slayer. Defeat a dragon. Unlocked.
Okay.
A dragon killer weapon. Defeat a dragon with a legendary weapon. Locked. Progress. 0 of 1. 0%.
So that's something I have not unlocked. I'll have to figure out what that legendary weapon is and how to get that. So apparently I haven't slated with that.
Weapon Master. Defeat 25 monsters with weapons. Unlocked. Shield Bearer. Block 25 attacks with shields. Unlocked. Potion Brewer. Drink 20 potions. Unlocked. Spellcaster. Cast 15 spells. Locked. Progress. 13 of 15. 86%.
Now spells are in the higher up when you get to the cleric, sorcerer, and wizard. So that's why I haven't got to that high. So I'll have to play with those classes more to unlock this.
Progression quests. 11 of 16 completed. Heading. Dungeon Delver. Clear 25 rooms total. Unlocked. Dungeon Master. Clear 100 rooms total. Unlocked. First victory. Win your first game. Unlocked. Veteran. Win 5 games. Unlocked. Master Scoundrel. Win 10 games. Locked. Progress. 7 of 10. 70%.
I'm getting there, so I need to get 10 games under my belt to unlock that.
Class Collector. Unlock all classes. Unlocked. Scoundrel Victory. Win a game as Scoundrel. Unlocked. Rogue Victory. Win a game as Rogue. Unlocked. Barbarian Victory. Win a game as Barbarian. Unlocked.
I'm not going to go through all of them because there's 31 items on here. I went through a lot of them already. So it gives you an idea. So the beautiful part about this is that the developer could possibly put more quests in here to you to play with and to achieve to. So the sky is the limit when it comes to that. So a developer could definitely put more cards in here or more classes or more quests. So this has potential to grow, and which is outstanding because this is kind of a fun and addictive game, I think.
Close quests button.
Top right is to close.
Rogue Victory. Win. First victory. Win your close quests. Dungeon Scoundrel.
And then we're back to the main menu, so let's go back down to quest.
Start new game button. Quests button.
2 more items.
Statistics button.
If you are one of those nerds that likes to see all the different stats, this is where you come to. So let's just evaluate some of the stats here.
Statistics heading.
Go to the right.
Close statistics button.
You have your close button.
7 wins out of 12 games. 58% win rate.
So I'm 7 for 12.
Record statistics. Record heading. Games won. 7. Games lost. 5. Total games. 12. Progression statistics. Progression heading. Rooms cleared. 193. Monsters defeated. 296. Classes mastered. 6 of 7. Combat statistics. Combat heading. Weapon kills. 43. Shield kills. 119. Dragon slain. 12.
And it gives you an idea of all the stats you want, so kind of cool to see all that. Top right.
Close statistics button.
Double tap.
Dungeon Scoundrel. Image. Yellow and
Let's
white.
go back down to where we left off.
Start new game button. Quests button. Statistics button.
And then we have one last item here.
Settings button.
It's your settings. Double tap that.
Settings heading.
Let's go to the break.
Close settings button. How to play button. Quests button. Statistics button. Game difficulty heading.
Here we go. Here's the game difficulties if you want to change it up to make it harder. One of the item under quest is that you completed using easy, and you completed by using medium, and you completed by hard. And then obviously within the quest and stats, that goes into your leaderboard. So if you want to play against other people and compare your results to others, that's what that information is all there for. But this is where you come to change your difficulty. So when you first come in here and play the game for the first time using Scoundrel, it's set to medium. So if you want to do easy, just go ahead and deal the first set of card, and the top right is your settings. Double tap that and then come down to here.
Selected. Easy button.
And select what you want.
Medium button. Hard button.
Once you select an item,
Forgiving. Great for learning.
great for learning. so easy. It's great for learning, which is true. This is a great time to do it so you get an idea how the balance and the strategy works, so you can get better and better to be able to take on the harder cards and within medium and hard.
Changes apply on next game. Audio, heading.
There's your audio. Now, this is critical if it's something that if the music is bothering you or you don't like the sound effect. This is where you come and do that. There's one other thing I want to show you.
Sound effects, switch button, on.
You have the sound effects,
Music, switch button, on.
or you can completely turn the music off, or
Track,
you have different tracks for different type of music.
selected, track 1, button.
What you hear is track 1.
Track 2, button.
If you like to change up the music, if I were to go into track 2, you hear that it changes to that loop.
Track 3, button.
Track 3. And then the last one.
Track 4, button.
You got that. So there's different tracks you can pick from.
Music volume, 20%, adjustable.
And lastly is the volume. Now I set it to 20%, by default it's 30%, so if you want to increase it, you can come back in here and do that.
More games, button.
And down below is about the developers of what other games they created, and etc. And this is where you can find the about and the version.
Special thanks.
Special thanks area.
This game is based Zach Gage and Kurt B. Their original design version 1.0.5.
Etc. etc. So version 1.0.5 is what you're hearing in this podcast. Top right is your close.
Close settings, button.
Double tap.
Do not. Dungeon Scoundrel, image.
And we're back to the main menu. So that's everything you need to know about Dungeon Scoundrel. I hope that I did a good enough job to kind of explain how the game works and what kind of mechanics is involved to play this solitaire game. I think it's pretty fascinating. It is something different. I like it because there's nothing to log in, sign in, anything like that. It's all offline. It's something I can play quickly, about 15 minutes or so. And it does take a little bit of luck and strategy, which I like too. And that's on easy, so I can up the game. I have quests to go for and stats to share with my leaderboard with the other friends and whatnot. There's a lot to go for in this game, so I kind of like this. I'm not really into other RPG, but this is kind of a different one. It's kind of a different way to handle the dungeon crawler card game. So I love it. Now it does cost 99 cents US dollar. Obviously, I got this in the United States App Store. You'll have to check your app store to see if this game is available in your region. I will leave the link to the game in the show note, so it can take you directly to the App Store so you can pick that and pick up the game for 99 cents US dollars. So I hope you enjoyed the game. If not, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. My name is Thomas Domville, also known as AnonyMouse. Until next time, bye-bye.
This podcast was brought to you by the community at applevis.com. Applevis, empowering people who are blind, deafblind, or who have low vision to get the most from Apple products and related technologies. A proud member of the Be My Eyes family. For more information, visit our website at www.applevis.com.